right, y'all.
Ooh,
We're back. um, yeah, that's like a whole other. I'll fuck it. I'll provide y'all a little background right quick. We was getting into the
ooh,
whole Kanye. It started there, and then it went into the Jay-Z and R. Kelly hanging out, which then went into Aaliyah, and that shit creeps me out. Like the more I don't know
yeah,
how much y'all know, but the more you find out, it's like, oh no, this was like a group plan. Like there's several
yeah.
motherfuckers involved with the death of Aaliyah. That are like, I want to say involved, allegedly involved.
When they say that the entertainment industry is the devil, I believe it.
Yeah, because
I
it's
believe the
fucked up.
deeper you
Because the
go in it.
truth, like, it's the I don't remember which movie I recently saw. It was like a movie or a show or something. But the whole idea, and it's been spread since then. But it's like I can make more money off of you
Right.
once you die. You
Oh yeah.
being dead, I make 10 times more because now it's like even with people like Selena, that shit is creepy too. I think her daddy did it,
Mm.
but that's another conversation.
What?
her
Her daddy?
her daddy. If you
You
watch
think
the
Abraham? You
documentary,
think Abraham really did that? Now that's his big money maker.
exactly. And Selena was trying to do new shit. He wanted her to just be the singer. Or she was like, I wanna get into fashion and model, and I
Right.
want to
She
act
thought.
and all this shit.
Yeah.
And her daddy was against it. And so it's like I can make more money off of you dead. Cause here it is now, 30 years later, and motherfuckers still buying Selena shirts and
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I'm saying? Aaliyah, motherfuckers is still, we love you,
It-
baby girl. Like,
it's crazy. My sons are 18 and 16, and my sons talk about Leah as if they knew who the hell she was. Like she
yep,
was been dead and gone by the time my sons was born.
yep.
Like that's
Cause
crazy.
because now you live on
Right.
now. Cause if you stay alive, possibility that your career could tank. I ain't getting no
Right.
more money. If you dead,
Let me tell you this right here. If I hate to say this right here about the Leah thing was, I remember before she died, people were starting to fall off from Aaliyah at that time.
mm,
And I remember that because she was coming up with a more sexier style and she was
mm-hmm.
being mainstream. So a
Rock the
lot of
boat
people,
and try
yeah,
again. And she started
yeah.
doing
'Cause
movies and
remember,
shit.
she wasn't trying to be sexy before.
Yeah.
She had that cool girl swag. Then she was trying to be
That
sexy and
TLC
stuff. So
shit.
yeah, so a lot of people at that time before she had died, they won't listen to Renee's. They didn't like what was it, resolution. They won't listen to that like that.
And rock the boat and shit.
Yeah, they weren't really feeling that. And then she died. They were like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
I remember that. That's how. If I
That
ain't
shit.
mistaken, I'm talking about now. Mind you, this is going. I was in the 6th grade when Aaliyah died, so this
Mm-hmm.
going back to my memory from back then. I
Yeah.
remember that they was like a lot of people starting to fall. Like a lot of the girls weren't rocking with her at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she passed, like everybody, their mama's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
God rest her
And
soul
make
though."
that money. Cause
That's
I mean shit, even TLC. And that's the one that like, and then we can kind of go into the episode for today. But that's another one that fucks with me because I love all three of them. But on some level,
mm-hmm.
it feels like they have something to do with it. Because
What?
they're still, I know. I hate to say, I genuinely hate saying that, but they still making movies and shit about their story. At this point, we done had enough
No.
books, interviews, documentaries. What else can y'all say? And like y'all are still cashing in from this same story, and
Think
it's
about it,
like,
man.
fuck.
Whitney Houston got how many biopics? Whitney Houston
Yeah.
got like 300
But
biopics.
whoever is
Michael Jackson
behind her
too.
estate is the ones in charge of it, and that's the point. That like the motherfuckers who get paid from this happening are the like,
Right.
and so I'm like, damn, I genuinely don't want to believe that they had something to do with it, but they still getting paid.
Well, they were saying that they
We
were.
do not need another TLC story. We
No, we
know
don't. We
the
don't. We don't.
whole shit by now, and they're about to
Yeah.
do another tour and another. I don't know if it's a movie or something that they about to do, and it's like,
Well,
what else y'all gotta say?
let me say this. Let me say this right in their defense,
Yeah.
because and here's the thing that gives me a side note. I'm not saying the TLC is not a good group. It wasn't a great group.
Yeah.
It was great, but I still think they could have still performed as TLC even without out Left Eye, because the
Uh-huh.
majority of their songs didn't have Left Eye in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she
Like
just come
Creep
in
didn't have.
through with her fire ass verse.
Yeah, but Creep didn't like Creep. Creep didn't have
Mm-hmm.
Left Eye on verse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And that was the
saying?
first time that she spoke up. Like she was like, I don't believe in this message. That's why
Red
she ain't
Light
got a
District.
verse.
Red Light
Yep.
District didn't have Left Eye verse.
Mm-hmm.
They could have still performed.
Yeah.
But what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, they still perform. They
Because we
still make
want to
music.
milk her death. Like, and that's why I'm like, fuck. I hope that they don't have nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, that makes the most sense in
But
relation
yo,
to everything else we're
hold on.
talking about.
Side note, TLC members, I did not say that part, so that's
I love y'all. I genuinely I love TLC, but you can't ignore all the options as a
uh,
as a true crime
yeah,
watcher and documentary watcher. You gotta look at all your angles.
yeah. But back to the main thing, I do think that
Yeah,
the Kanye West documentary, y'all need to check out. It was really good.
yeah,
Check it out. It makes you understand why he's who he is. And be
yeah.
honest with you, I don't think Kanye is as crazy as he is. He act.
Mhm.
I don't think he's crazy as he act.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I really don't. Like, if I like I said, it sucks because he is a musical genius,
Right.
but it's only so far that shit can take you. And at some point, the talent don't even matter no more. And I
Oh yeah.
think it's reached that point for him that now your talent don't even matter.
Right.
You're fucking nuts. That's just it.
He's just an attention whore. That's all. He's an
Yeah,
attention
that's
whore.
it. That's
And
that's fucking it.
that's all it is, man. And if y'all get a chance to hear his new song, you understand why I say that. But
Man.
yeah.
But okay, so yeah, we're back. We are here to talk Upsurge. Issue number
Upsurge
7.
mag, y'all.
Yeah, first I want to say, shout out to our cover feature.
Turn
I
up, man.
don't know if you got a chance to check out his story, but I thought it was a pretty interesting one. I think we might just start having the guest on here, and
Let's do that.
because I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to fully present their story without them being here. So it's like, but
But
like,
let's do something that one of us, each one of us get a chance to interview the
mhm,
cover artist. You know what I'm saying? Each one of us
yeah,
get a chance to do our own interview with them. Or we all can tackle it together. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do that.
Yeah, we definitely, because like one of the things I kind of want to talk to him about a little bit more was that he, if I'm not mistaken, he said he opened up for or either toured with 36 Mafia.
Oh
And I'm like, damn,
shit.
that's hype. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
36, they're like
Yeah,
Oscar
this-
winning rappers. I mean, that's not
yeah,
like no regular.
I've been popping my
Man,
collar. I've
what
been popping
that
my
and technically it wasn't them, but just the fact that they wrote it and you can hear them in it.
yeah.
It's hard out here for a
Oh,
pimp.
yeah.
Nigga, that was my shit. Like,
Now, I will never
um,
forget watching them perform at the Oscars, and that was
yeah, yeah, that was a moment.
and how Queen
So, but
Latifah
like,
won't get an award. Yeah,
yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying, being able to be around people like that, that's exciting. So like, I definitely would like to have talked to him about that more. So we moving forward with y'all when we have our cover features, we gonna have them on because I got more questions.
right, right.
um, but
But
yeah,
even
I really. Oh,
with
go ahead.
Swagger, I'm sorry, with Swagger, I want to say that I love that he was talking about that his influence was his mom and his dad and his grandmother, and I would love to get
Yeah,
into more about what their music they did, and he was on stage at what I think he's at 3 or 5 years old. He was on stage.
yeah,
I would
yeah,
love to hear more about that. Yeah, so that's definitely want to need more.
yeah. And that kind of reminds me of my own being like a musician myself in a sense. Like, I know what that's like to have music in your house, growing up with music, and I don't know. I would love to. We might even just still invite him for the next one because like I wanted to move it to 2 a month, so I'll probably
Yeah,
hit him up like fuck it because I would love to just talk about that more.
let's do that.
Um, yeah, but I first thing I wanted to say, I think this issue is very colorful. It's another colorful one, but I think in a good way. Like the way I organized it, I really wanted to keep your attention,
Yeah.
and that was kind of my focus of like, okay, what looks good enough and what's colorful enough to be next. And I think this one was a very colorful and it was a lot in it. I wanted
Mhm.
to make them a bit longer. Like that was kind of my focus this time, and like with the next ones and all that moving forward. Um, and this one, so it's starting to be like around the consistency thing of like around 300 that first like 24 or 48 hours.
Mhm.
So I'm not, I still want to work on ideas to increase that, but like that's our average. What it's
Right.
starting to seem to be is like that first like 48 hours is about 300,
Mhm.
views and reads and stuff like that. Um, I haven't checked in a few days. So I'll check today to see where we are now
Okay.
after a
Okay.
week. Um, but I guess we can like kind of. Well, you go ahead.
I want to say this right too, though. I do think that, and I've been, it's probably my fault. I dropped the ball on this one. Weird, because I've been so busy between school and work and all this other stuff. I definitely want to get into the official Upsurge Facebook page. And where I want to like to actually let's start doing these live and getting the people interacted with who we're talking to.
I
When
was
we all
thinking
get,
about that
or
too.
no matter who's on, if it's gonna be me and you, or me, you, and Tor, or me, you, and whoever. So I just want to be. Let's do this live and get people actually looking at us doing this. And I would love for and reach out to more groups and stuff. And I think I want to work. I want to really work on growing the brand outside of just what we was doing.
Yeah, of course. I think you know, as we move forward and keep dropping, that's definitely the goal in mind of how can I make it better. So
Yes,
I the funny thing is I thought about doing live, but like I don't know why it's weird because I can do live on other people's shows, but like, and not to say this like 100% my show, but like I'm in it, so it's like because I was thinking about doing it for Love Journal. I'm like, maybe I should start doing that live. Like I don't do any of my shows live. It's like recording and do a little editing later, blah blah, and then drop. But like, yeah, I feel like live does help bring a lot of attention.
I'm a live podcaster. You know what I'm saying? So like I told somebody one time they interviewed me. I said, look, if you hear me stutter during the podcast, guess what? That bitch is gonna stay in because I'm not taking it out.
That's it. I ain't taking it out.
So you better, but yeah, I do think we should do more live. Like when we start interviewing our guests, we need to go ahead and start doing live and let everybody get a chance to see who we are and our interview styles outside of our own podcast. But yeah, that'd be cool, man. But let's get back to the magazine. Go ahead, boss.
Yes, yeah. No, so I was gonna say my first favorite article from this one. It's like a double article. It's the one that's talking about April Fool's Day and then spring break.
Oh, damn it, you got mine. Let's go ahead.
Oh, okay. So like, the first one, like I don't know if you saw, April Fool's this month, whatever, and like, it was a thing going around. First, it was just saying that 106 and Park was coming back. Right, I was like, okay, I'm from the AJ and Free era, so I'm hype. That was my shit. Went home from school, like, hold on, I gotta get to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it was like, it's gonna be hosted by Keke Palmer and Kai Cenat. And everybody was kind of losing their shit for a second because this information just came out of nowhere, and BT kind of shut it down, like, no, this not happening. April Fools. Somebody tricked y'all. But I thought about it. I'm like, I think I would fuck with that though. Because like, okay, so like I feel like they both have a lot of energy.
Yeah, I believe it.
So they would definitely bring that. And then I think because of their different ages, she would bring us, like millennials, and then he will bring more of the Gen Z. So like,
I agree.
And with them too, like they would kind of bring those worlds together almost. And I'm like, damn, that's actually a concept. BT, pick that up.
I think it'd be a great idea, but I do think that, to me personally, I think that will get old very fast. Because
I can see
that. Because as much as we love Keke Palmer, as much Keke Palmer always fucking working. But how much can you hear? It's your girl. Like how much can we?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And then all thing about Kai thing is he screams all the goddamn time.
Yeah. So they both will be very loud, very big personalities. So I would say like one season.
Like I remember back when Keke Palmer had our own talk show on BET.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's entertaining. I think Keke Palmer is very entertaining. But Keke Palmer had this thing where and I'm not knocking her, but she had this thing where she become that rich old auntie in a minute. She'll come out she'll come that bougie auntie out the while, and then Kai Cenat is like overly. I can see him trying to flirt with Keke the whole time.
Oh yeah,
like, I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold up, side note, who was?
I like auntie, but yeah, shit like that.
Hold on, side note to that too, man. You know, because that was a crazy ass thing. But who do you think would have been who do you think was a great host of 106 & Park?
Oh, definitely AJ and Free. I think Terrence and Roxy were decent.
Okay.
I could tell that I could tell that they were journalists in the sense that they like really were serious about what they were doing.
Right.
Versus it maybe even Julissa. I don't remember her when she was doing it with Tigger.
Right. Right.
So theirs was good too, but I just think the way that they played off each other wasn't coming off of AJ and Free. They needed a little bit more chemistry. Like I feel like they just grabbed them and said, "Here, do this,"
Right.
and they didn't fucking know each other or nothing, and it was just like figure it out. Um, but yeah, I'll say number one is AJ and Free,
Right.
definitely,
Oh, you
definitely.
gotta go AJ and Free. But let me tell you what I think is surprising real quick. I remember back when Raven Simone and Lil Wayne hosted.
Oh yeah, when
And
they did that celebrity hostings.
yeah, and I remember Raven Simone, and I thought both of them together chemistry was great. Like
I
because
gotta
Lil Wayne,
rewatch, try to find that. Huh.
you gotta find it because Lil Wayne kept trying to flirt with Raven. Like he kept trying to flirt with
God,
him. And,
yeah,
Lord, look at later on now. But anyway, but Raven kept trying to Lil Wayne kept trying to flirt with Raven the whole show, and she was kind of flirting back with him, but it
mm-hmm.
made great chemistry for the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they would have been a great ass host.
Yeah.
You
Terrence and
gotta check it
Roxy
out.
did that a little bit sometimes too. So maybe
They
it
was,
is that the thing of like the flirty thing, because even then sometimes they'd get into it and it almost seemed like lovers quarrels
yeah, but that
versus
was Terrence was kind of corny though, man. You know, he was kind
oh
of
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was. He definitely was. But he had to and I don't know. I think it was looking back, I think it was cool to kind of see certain people grow.
yeah,
He definitely grew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now being on like Entertainment Tonight or I forgot what show he does now, but like he, you know what I'm saying, and done movies and shit like that. So it's like that corny energy was him trying to find
his
his his niche, I guess, or his personality essentially. But yeah, nobody did it like AJ and Free.
yeah.
That's
All
just
right,
it. That's
but go back to the article.
yeah,
First thing first, before we get into anything on it, I want to salute to you, bro, because I think this magazine was very good, like very you. This is very you in this
yeah,
magazine.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like I said, I was I was I was in and out. I was in and out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I said, shit, man, I'm real busy, but I think you really held it down throughout this. You into it, held it down throughout
yeah,
this magazine, and I salute both of y'all for y'all efforts and what y'all doing. Um, but as for what you're saying, the spring bling, like the spring like bling thing you were talking about, the article,
yeah, yeah.
that's that's my you gotta think about that
Crazy.
was our childhood. That was beautiful, man. I wish we could go back to that.
I couldn't wait, but that and also I remember watching it and being so excited. I can't wait to be the right age because then
Yeah,
I'm going. By the time I was the age, niggas wasn't spring blinging no more. Like I'm like, damn, what happened to spring bling? Like to the point where like this year I saw there was like a uh TikTok of like a episode of the news out there, I think Florida or however, wherever, you know, they do the spring break shit, and they
yeah.
was like showing the streets like it's empty. Like it's like motherfuckers just don't spring break no more.
Oh man,
And I'm like, right now, because motherfuckers are broke. But even
yeah,
before now, it had been something that like died down. I want to say like around 2010.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
niggas stopped caring to spring
It
break.
was,
And then
but we don't have that. We don't have that representation on TV no more. Like we was seeing that like growing up in the '90s, and you had I don't know if you all remember. It was just I used to watch MTV the first thing in the morning in
hell
the
yeah.
'90s. When I was a kid, my mom was getting ready for school. I would watch. They had we called the grind was on.
Yeah.
It was the grind, and then it went to spring bling, and and you could see people like they on boats and they're partying and I mean, turning up the whole weekend was a whole like thing. And then
Like
when you got on
crazy.
BT had the rappers and everything. It was I was like, yo, I can't wait to go to college so I can do this. I
Yeah.
can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, to be in my 20s. So I can like hell, when I got grown and they stopped doing damn Freaknik, I was mad as hell. Like I wanted to get
Yeah,
I want to go
yeah.
to Freaknik. Damn it, I can't do it.
Dog. Like it's it's crazy because I remember it was the time where you turn on MTV, they had the spring break shit.
Mm-hmm.
BT had the spring bling shit, VH1, even side channels like fucking E and shit like that. They were themed around the idea of spring break.
Yes.
And it was like you saw spring break shit everywhere for about a good 2 weeks straight. Everything, the movies, everything. And then just like out of nowhere,
I'm not.
nothing. I could,
Man, you know what? You rich because it's no. It costs too much fucking money to be in spring break. In spring break
yeah,
now.
I mean, unfortunately now, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like what happened in 2010. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that was like around the time 2000. I don't know the exact year, but I know it was around that time.
right, right. You
And
know
I
what?
think, oh, go ahead.
Girls Gone Wild happened, and that's what stopped
Oh
it.
no, that was already happening. That shit was already fucking happening.
Girls Gone
I
Wild got a little too damn wild.
yeah. No, see that shit, and maybe that could be some of it, right? Not
Mhm.
specifically that, but just the idea of now we're starting to move more into the phone era and videos and shit like that. Nobody wants to be seen in these positions, which is crazy because that's what spring break was. You know, I got the camera, but then it's like, okay, these is the daytime events.
Right.
Let's go to the nighttime shit. Everybody turn your cameras off.
Shit. You right.
You know
You
what I'm
right.
saying? That
You right.
2010 time, that was around the time when Facebook started popping off and taking pictures and all, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I think partially some of it
Mhm.
is from that. The
Right.
idea that now I can't get as wild as I want to because somebody gonna fucking see my ass.
You know what? It kind of put me to mind because I remember back when we used to go to Bike Week,
Mm,
and I'm thinking about back when I first went to Bike Week. I was 17 when I first went to Bike Week, and like about like 2006, 7 was my first time I went to Bike Week. And I remember like I'm at the time, me and my friends, we like teenagers, but we all looked
mhm.
grown as hell. And I remember that it was like we didn't have camera phones like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or we did have the flip phones, like the little digital pictures you can't really see. So we
Mhm.
was wilding out and shit, but who could we couldn't post that shit online or upload
Yeah,
it
and if you
online back
did,
then.
can't nobody see that shit for
You
real.
nobody
It's
see it.
all pixelated.
Like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So yes. So I think you're right. It's the fact is there's so much that now that you're so exposed and you can't you can't
Hmm.
do what you think you was doing back then. And also you gotta look at that. We got such a high level of like, to be honest with you, SA situations going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So and I think people nowadays just really overboard with the SA and overboard tech. I mean, we always had it, but it's now like, oh, we at another level right now.
Yeah, see that just made me think about how you mentioned, Freaknik. There was
Yep.
a documentary that came out a few years ago, and that was one of the conversations because there's like these moments where it'll be like a car full of girls, like four girls, something. They get out, now they surrounded by 100 niggas,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of shit happened back then. So it's like, damn, like it. That's part
But
of it too. I think.
I don't think nobody cared back then. That's the difference. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And I hate to say
no,
it. I don't know y'all remember MTV had a show called True Life. And
that was
True
my
Life,
shit.
you remember, right? True Life
Yes.
had the Freaknik episode.
Yep.
They had the episode when a group of black guys and black girls went down to Freaknik and they recorded
That was
them
my shit.
at Freaknik. It was one of the episodes, and you see them, they was like,
Crazy.
man, they was fucking, they was touching, partying, and all this shit on
All
camera.
that shit.
On MTV, and back then nobody said a word about it back then.
Yep. It was just having a good time.
Yeah, yep,
Everybody's just having a good time.
yep.
Like,
Then fast forward 2000 by 2005, 2015. Oh, we that was wrong.
yeah,
We
that
were doing
I
too much.
guys, I think we fucked up.
Oh
Like,
damn.
yeah, yeah, that
But
shit
go
is
ahead.
crazy. But I would
Go ahead.
definitely like if I get some type of platform for that, I would love to try to bring that back.
Mm,
Like, obviously safer
yeah,
some way.
yeah.
But like, yeah, because we never got a chance to, and like the kids under us don't even know what the fuck it is. So it's
Oh man,
like
no, I can't do that. Everybody a gangster nowadays, man. You can't do that. Everybody thug nowadays. You can't. I
sit
can't.
your
I can't
ass
do that.
down. Or matter of fact, no, don't sit down. Stand up and dance with these hoes.
They don't
Fucking
want to dance no more.
dance with
Nobody want to throw no ass no more. They don't do that.
Well, the crazy thing is, I think that's another thing too. I saw that like it is actually on my list of like topics for when we do our second episodes because I got a big
Yeah.
ass list of shit. But like the idea of club culture.
Mm.
Um, a lot
I'm
of
gonna
Gen
never get with
Zers
that.
were in the conversation, like I don't. So I'll just say what I think it is. It's still related to the phones, but it's different.
Mhm.
Um, I think a lot of people get like we're arrogant. Humans are arrogant as fuck, and I think that we
Right.
just think that everybody in the in the club or in the bar is paying attention to us. Ain't nobody fucking looking at you. Nobody's looking at you. Like
That is true.
dance, just fucking dance. There's this belief that like if I move, everybody's gonna have cameras on. Bitch, are you Michael Jackson? What the fuck are you about to do? What the fuck do you mean? We about to
Alexa,
have cameras on you, nigga. Most of y'all can't even really dance, so it don't even matter. Just move a little bit. Like it's so weird and.
man, let me tell you though, like I would love to get back to a day where I don't think I don't think y'all understand like how fun it was to go your first club experience
Man,
was the
what?
funnest damn like not just a house party. House party was
Yeah,
wild, but
yeah.
a club experience like
Mhm.
you don't wait in that long ass line. You finally got in, and yo,
And you hot because you got on
you,
fucking jeans and a button up and shit. Like,
hey yo, I got a picture of me with a button up on at the club. But
like,
look,
dog. That was
oh
the
my
that
god,
was the club uniform
dude, I was sweaty as hell in a
with a
plaid
beater
button up.
under it.
Huh?
With a beater or undershirt under that
Oh
shit.
my god, dude. Oh,
Crazy.
don't let me get into my polo days. My little polo shirt, man.
Neck sweaty in the motherfucker.
Oh,
Ooh, neck used to be
we had some good.
sweaty.
We
Oh
had
my
a
god.
we had a time. We had
I'm
a time
telling
back in
you,
those days.
especially when you with something like your homies, like
Right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Y'all just in that, and that's the thing. Like I don't personally, I like to dance anyway, so I don't give a fuck if somebody's watching me or not. And
Right.
I've been the nigga in the middle of the dance circle, which tripped me out. I was like, oh bitch, it's people around me while I'm dancing. Okay, shit, I'm in a
Mhm.
movie. Like I treat that shit like a movie, but
Yeah.
like it's there's just this weirdness that people just feel like everybody's gonna be watching me, and if so, what if they are?
Hmm.
That means they not having fun and they ain't doing shit. You just have your fun. Like
But we do need to get back to that time where where people can have fun again, man.
mhm,
I don't think people know how to have fun on them. I think this new generation is all everybody want to even do a goddamn like line dance, a TikTok
mhm.
dance, or a damn
I mean, the niggas been hustle. I'm from Detroit, so we've been doing hustles. I hate the word line dance. I do hold you up, but
dude. We've been
we've been doing that shit since I was a kid.
hold on. Side note, man. When the hell does everybody know these new line dances? I be
They
like,
literally happen out of nowhere. They just
and
happen. I
everybody
just be
know them,
like,
and everybody just know them all of a sudden. I was like, yo,
yeah,
like that. I got you with the wobble. I'm on the damn Cupid shuffle. I'm on the damn tripod slide. I'm on the electric slide. When these motherfuckers
yeah.
start the biker shuffle, and I got that
Ballroom
man.
hustle, the Tamia
All
hustle. I'm all that
yeah, I'm
shit.
like, and these motherfuckers look, my son is in a line dancing group, and they
Hey,
know every. I watched this boy in I ain't never seen my son wear cowboy boots a day in his life. My man is in cowboy boots and a damn and a sombrero dancing around the goddamn house.
hell yeah,
And I'm
that's
like, this
right.
man, and he's smooth with it. Like,
Hell yeah.
y'all, I would love to show you my son's prom like video. He was anyway.
Hey, that's what's
But go
up.
back to
That's
the
what's up.
magazine, man. Go back. Man.
Yeah, I'll say real quick before we go to the next article. Fucking, I didn't think about it, but the whole club culture conversation, like Gen
Mhm.
Z again, they was finding a lot of pictures of us back then going out in like office wear. You know, like you said,
Oh
the
yeah,
button ups and the polo. They like, why are y'all dressing like that? And I forgot it was because when we didn't dress like that, when we dressed like us and we went to places, we couldn't get in.
that was true.
Nigga, you got on the hat, you can't get in. Nigga, you
That
got
was
on them
true.
gym shoes, you can't get in. So it was like we had to just switch the whole shit up.
Like you're right. I remember that. I remember when I was go to a party and we used to wear them long ass white t-shirts. So I
Mhm.
remember going to a party and they were like, "No, you can't get in with that white
You can't
t-shirt.
get in with that. Yep.
No, you can't get in with white t-shirts." And we're like, "All right." So then I remember everybody started looking like they in the 1920s. Like
Mhm.
so we, but I
Bitches and like skirts and fucking like pencil fucking office skirts and shit like that, ruffles. It was like we were literally dressed like we were going to the office, and
Right.
but then that was how that was the only way we got in that motherfucker.
Let me tell you though, that was different.
Crazy.
I don't think I ever dressed. Well, I had like the button ups on, but I did. I would wear button ups. But I remember I would have. I was just. It was just one period in time where people was wearing these Navy shirts, like the Navy recruit shirts with the little patches and stuff on them.
Yep.
And I remember I was rocking the hell out of my little button up Navy shirt going to the damn club.
I'm telling you,
Couldn't tell me shit, boy.
man.
But we had a
So
fun. We had fun though. We had a fucking
we
ball.
had a ball. Yeah, legit. Dressed up in our fucking hot ass button ups. And I used to have some big. Anyway, okay.
But also remember my thug style, my thug style at the time. I remember my jerseys. I remember my long white t-shirts. I remember all of that at the time.
Them shirts was so fun.
My G Unit days. I remember all of that shit.
Them shirts was so big. It was the big shirts and the big shorts.
Dude, we had and I remember a girl. I was in middle school. A girl grind on me when that big ass shirt I had on, and I was so fucking happy. I was so happy.
Right?
The best time of my life.
Yeah. Best.
Right,
great times.
Great
times.
Next order you got.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you go. I have my next one if you got one.
All right, so I'm gonna give you let me not get serious, because I was gonna get into the segregation article that you had.
Fuck it. Let's do this.
Because I'm really, we had a little bit about that last time we did a show.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about segregation and stuff, and I was like, so first thing first, what is your idea on segregation? Where did you get this idea? What is your idea?
I think if there's a right way to do it, like it's fucked up in general. I think we should all be able to live amongst each other, but unfortunately, we have still been showing that we can't. And I feel like if white people want that so bad, go right ahead. That's the last place. Like the way that we used to look at white spaces was like it had a certain stature. You know what I'm saying? It was like, if I'm able to go into this place, then that means I mean something. I ain't a regular black nigga. I can hang out with the white people. I don't give a fuck about that. Coming from Detroit and moving to Arizona, it was so many moments where I was the only black person in the room or in an office or something, and it just don't feel good. So it's like, this is the last place that I want to be in an all-white space. Go enjoy, have fun. Stay the fuck out of our shit, actually. Because y'all come in our shit and y'all take the music, the fucking the clothing style, the hairstyles, the everything, and then call it something else. No. Give us our shit back and go to your all white space and figure out, make your music, create your styles, create your own hairstyle. Like, why do y'all have to come and take our shit? So it's like, I don't necessarily see a problem with it if it's done in a way that allows everybody to be engulfed in their own culture. Right. Without being worried about having that assembly and it being dangerous or a problem. Like, shit. And I mean, yeah, we have a couple white people over. Come on. Why? Sure, fuck it. Because that's the thing, too, that we don't give a fuck who's in our space. Y'all come into it anyway. So we're not even the ones, like, saying that. It's the motherfuckers that break into our shit.
That is true. So here's my thing is, I'm 50-50 on the fence with it, man. I'm 50-50 on the fence with it. I think as a black like culture, we have our own style, our own flavor, our own vibe. You know what I'm saying? That we all stick to. We all, no matter what part of life we all know a certain field, certain thing. You know what I'm saying? I love that
experience.
I love that connection we have. I love that connection we have. But I think that we have that connection because we have been a part of the white spaces too. That's why we're allowed to have that connection. Like when you walk with me, you don't have to know each other. We can walk in a room full of white people. I look at you in your eyes. You're like, yep, some shit about to happen, and I can see it in your eyes. Like, we know why we're here. And I love that. I love that feeling that you can have. I love that feeling. I walk in there and I see another black dude or a black woman that I never met before, and we looked at each other, and we know we here already. We've been put on that front all fucking day, and we look okay. Like what I'm saying. I love that feeling, but also I want to get to the place where I don't want, like, I'm like I said on the segregation of whites disown and blacks disown. I don't. If we can do it in a way that everybody can build each other up, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get to a place where I don't know. I don't really. I'm so big on knowing what we went through in the past,
Yeah.
and I do
Yeah.
never want that to get a chance to happen again, which is happening now. I think we're in a place now we
Most certainly.
seeing the division going on so so
Mm-hmm.
hard in our face right now, and I don't want to get to a place where we're so racially divided
Yeah.
that we can't come together when we need to. Like truthfully, side note, I think that the George Floyd situation
Mm-hmm.
was the first time in a long time that every race came together.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that every race came together for one cause. And it
Yeah.
didn't last long, cause shit, but every
Not at
race
all.
came together because we're going through COVID and we all got a chance to watch the world got to watch the black experience.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Pretty
world got
much.
to watch the black
I mean,
experience. And
shit.
they
Even
like,
before then, the Trayvon Martin shit. Him being a
nobody gave a
child
fuck.
and no, and no,
They
and
didn't give a damn. It was
yeah.
we had got so we had got so used to seeing black people and black kids getting killed, nobody cared no more.
Man.
It was remember at that time it was happening every fucking week, every fucking month.
Yeah.
A police case or somebody killing black people that
Mm-hmm.
everybody got so insensitive with it.
Oh yeah.
But when COVID happened, COVID made the world stop
Yeah.
and watch George Floyd. The
Yeah.
world all together had to stop and watch what happened. And everybody had to say, God damn, this was really
Yeah.
going on. And it brought the world together.
Because we knew it was going on, but nobody else did.
Nobody gave a fuck about it. That happened. The whole world, like, people was protesting in England
Mm-hmm.
and in Africa and like everybody was protesting. That's what I like. I like that shit. I like when everybody gets together and realize this is what's going on in this community. We all gotta do something about it. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing I love about the togetherness of America, and I hate they took a situation like George Floyd to even have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it made the world realize that being black in America, especially being a black man,
Yeah.
is a hard thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was crazy.
And
Yeah.
I don't like, because I don't want it to sound like I hate white people or something, because I don't. I don't have a problem with them. One of my best friends is a white man. Like, that's my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He even recently asked us about. Yeah, I mean, right. I didn't mean it like that, but like, but yes, no, but actually, but yes, because like, because I don't want it to make it seem like I hate white people or something. There's nothing like that, but there's nothing like, and I don't think, honestly, I don't even think other cultures have this, but there's nothing like the instant link that we have.
That is true.
And I honestly think it was birthed out of necessity because of, back then we had to find ways to talk without talking. And I honestly think over time we literally evolved to be able to be telepaths. We got black people got telepathy. That's just kind of it.
That is true. That is true.
And it's nothing like just being around that.
Mm-hmm.
And then to go into a space where you immediately feel uncomfortable, where you're immediately questioned or looked at a certain way, and just all these things that it's like, well, why the fuck should I be in this space? Let me go back to my niggas. And it's like, that's just what it feels like. And like I said, being from Detroit, which is like 95%, like I don't even think I saw white people outside of like teachers, for real.
Damn,
like
shit.
I had a couple white teachers. I didn't see, it was just us for the most part.
Right.
To go from there, then to come to Arizona, which is from 90% black to like 5% black, it was like a culture shock. And I remember so often that I felt out of place in the beginning of being here. Like eventually I started to find my people and stuff like that, and then just kind of get used to certain things. But that beginning, I was like, bitch, where am I? Where am I actually? What the fuck is this place? So it's like, if we can do it in a way that it doesn't exclude people from these spaces per se, but they're not specifically for you. And if these spaces, like for us, okay, let's say we do that, don't put systems in place to keep us down. Let us
Mm.
buy our houses. Let
There you
us
go.
run our businesses.
But
Let us have our
we
schools and
got
shit
we
like
got
that.
more people now. We got more people in those higher up spaces now than we did before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we know people, but we also got people. Here's the thing. Here's the charm of having the black community. Once you in them higher up spaces, stop shitting on the dudes that's coming up that look like you.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
Stop trying to act like, okay, yo, now that you higher up, that you better than the other nigga that's
Mm-hmm.
coming up behind you. That's one thing I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you, I never forget this right here, man. And I've had a lot of situations when it came with race. I've had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of personal situations. But I remember years ago before I got my job, I was working at a fast food place or whatever, and I was trying to like get out of it. So I was like,
Yeah.
I want to get a corporate job. I would love to one day have a corporate job. I would love one day to have a job like I can wear a
Yeah.
suit and tie and go to work. I said, so as the only way I can figure, the only job I can figure like that is insurance. Let me start selling insurance. Okay. So I'm still working at my fast food job. I'm applying at these insurance jobs, right? So
Yeah.
I get an interview with this corporate job, right? This big insurance company. And I get it, and it was like three levels of the interviewing process.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to go through this little one level was like a class with like 30 of us in it. Then we for 30 of us to like 15. And then for 15, it was just two, me and this woman. It was just me and this lady. So we had to go, it was an entry level like management position. Me and this lady gets to the point where it's just me and her. And so I had to interview with this, it was just she was a Puerto Rican lady, and it was
Mm-hmm.
me. So we had an interview with this the I think with this the second in command after the president, whatever, the
Uh-huh.
owner, whatever. So it was this
Yeah.
black guy.
You're
It was this
like
black guy.
director or something.
Yeah, what some bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So it was this black guy. I get in there, man. I'm putting on my best, so your best interview voice, your best trying to
Yeah.
sell your shit. And the whole time I'm watching him judge me.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching him judge me coming in. Because at the time, I'm clean cut at the time, but I had my dreads. I had my dreads pulled back in a ponytail, and I was trying to look very clean cut. And he was looking at me the whole time, like, and
Mm-hmm.
he like, what do you offer? What do you have? And I was telling him what I have, and he's like, what are your dreams? And I told him my dreams are like, that's not good
Mm-hmm.
enough. What's better than that? And I was like, what you talking about? And I was like, I was
Mm-hmm.
big like, I want to build up my community. I want to make sure that my community sees and this stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, but who cares about that? And he was just going into all this other shit. And he was basically was like, well, we know coming from a place where you come from, then you probably won't understand a lot of the
Ugh.
situation going on here. And I had to stop for a minute because I was like, yo, the real Eric gonna come out. I'm gonna cut your ass the fuck out, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm like, I remember I felt like I had to like hold my tongue and not show off because we don't want to look at it like the angry black guy or the angry black person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo, see two black guys going at it. And what I thought I should feel comfortable at, I felt belittled.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, I'm like, what? And I had plenty of conversations where they were talking about, well, you got dreads. You're not that hairstylist really is not gonna make it. Or you know what I'm saying, or where you from again? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you from that
That's
part
the
of
bougie black person, and
yeah.
that
I'm like,
comes from.
and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I tell you about it. And then hold up, I also had the flip side where I'm in my hood. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hood enough. I'm not a hood dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had that flip
Or if
side. I'm not.
you better
Yeah,
not be able to read, nigga. Niggas will hit you up like, oh, like you get called all kind of like I used to get called Dexter and shit like that, or like
right.
Braxton from JV5. Like, damn nigga, I just like reading. Like what you
It wasn't
but
just
it
that.
comes from
So here's my thing was I would look at as okay. I always tell everybody I'm not a hood nigga, but I am a nigga from the hood. I tell everybody the same thing.
Yeah.
I says now I was raised to know how to present myself. My dad was military. He raised me how to present myself. My grandma was big on manners. I know how to present myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm out, I don't have to be this hood dude. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
I can, but I don't want to do it. So it looked at you get looked at as oh now you trying to be white. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a lot of those situations. And then when you get in white spaces, they looking at you like They would
Oh,
have been
this
me like I
nigga.
was no like oh no, I was the dude. I feel like I was the gateway drug for white people one time. Like it
Mm.
was, they couldn't wait to ask me a question that they've been
Oh,
dying to
yeah,
ask the
there's
black
that. So there's the other half of it. They either look at you like an experiment, and
guy.
it's like, oh my God, I have so many questions, like you were out living in the fucking wild or something, or they look
Dude,
at you like a problem, like, oh
yeah,
hell no, not these niggas in here. So
dude,
it's difficult on both sides, but that's what I mean. Like even with the bougie blacks, that comes from that idea back in the 60s and 70s when we wanted to be in these spaces, because if we were, that meant a certain thing. But now don't nobody give a fuck. I don't
yeah.
care if you hang out with white people, you enjoy. The food is probably unseasoned. You probably have to eat raisins in your shit like potato salad. You enjoy. I want to eat my shit the right way. And it's not to say white people can't cook, because I know a few that care. But for the
Damn,
most
I
part,
want,
y'all be on some shit.
give me my blood pressure and blood sugar. I take it.
Yeah, and like I like my thing too. Like I kind of started to see over the past few years, just shit like that. Like people will have pets that they be having in their kitchen and shit. But I
Oh
ain't
no,
eating off your like. It's just certain things that I just don't want to have to deal with, and that's why it's like having a space for us
mm-hmm.
allows us to be us so much
Right.
that we get to kind of find a way to get along all together. I think.
I
Because then
agree.
we get to see just how similar all of our experiences are
Mm,
as just black people. We have a lot of different there's one main black experience, which is racism, but then there's also these solo types of experiences that we have, that if these different groups were to be able to spend time around each other and be around each other, we can start to see like, oh shit, that's probably hard. That's probably hard. Or that's probably, yeah,
that's
nigga. We need each other. Like that's why I
that's true.
can't stand the black people that's like Black Lives Matter except for them gay ones. Bitch, I'm black and gay. Why can't I
I mean,
like
but I mean, now, I'm gonna tell you this right here. The homophobia and black experience, boy, that's two different. Boy, that's a wild thing, boy. That's
because
a
we almost
wild.
have to, we're like forced almost to pick a side. It's like, why do I
Which
have
is
to pick a side? I'm both.
which is which is crazy though, because let's be real,
Yeah.
being gay is very rampant in the black community.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the black community that are bisexual, undercover, DL. Like it's a lot of that
I mean,
going
it's
on.
everywhere. Honestly, it's like I think it's come out more with us because I think we're getting more comfortable with allowing it. But the
Mhm.
shit ain't. Some of
Oh
y'all,
no.
some of you niggas, grandpas and great grandpas was out here on the pole.
No,
Like,
no, hold
let's
on.
not.
No, no, let's say let's tell the truth. We knew that Uncle Reggie and his roommate Rufus. We knew what was going on. We just didn't say nothing.
Either you had an uncle or an auntie who had a roommate for like 40 years. It's like, all right, bitch,
Yeah,
something it's a
it
little
was going
weird.
on out there. Like I say it won't.
That's my auntie Pam's friend.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's Auntie Keisha.
right. Um, but yeah, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I don't necessarily have a big issue with the idea, but if it's something that would have to be done right,
yeah, I do.
like
I
that's
agree.
just
I
it.
understand that. I understand that completely. I don't.
Yeah.
I want to feel included, but at the same time, I want to. If we're gonna build a community that's for Black people and all this other stuff, we need to be unified more than ever.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I
that's
think
it.
right now, it's a civil war they trying to plan for us to have, and we haven't had it yet.
They try to piss off the niggas, but black people are just sitting there like, anyway, we are literally not getting, not just saying that we're not getting bothered, but it's like we seen all this shit before.
Let me tell you.
Y'all are trying to piss the black people off.
Let me tell you. I got a friend, and I'm a respect. Nothing negative. He's not a negative guy though. He's a really positive
Yeah.
guy. He's a white guy. He's very positive. He was telling me about a lot of the shit that was going on with Trump and all this other shit and the administration and all this. And he was telling me that I was like, nigga, we've been
I
going through
don't
this.
I
Like
don't
it doesn't
care.
affect us. We don't care. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude towards him, but I'm like, nigga, we've been going through this. We've been having a
Yeah.
hard time.
Welcome
We
to
ain't
being
making
black.
we ain't making no money. We know this shit high. I'm still gonna put
Yeah.
$5 on pump five. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
And it's like a lot of shit that they're doing is to like literally. I don't know if you saw like the TikTok trend of like it was supposed to be some million people march on like April 5th or something like that. It was like everybody march, and then so the video, the trend is like it's a black person, and you're like, oh hell yeah, you getting your shoes on and shit, and out of nowhere, this old black voice says, "Sit your black ass down," and they just sit down because it's like this. ain't got shit to do with us.
Mm-mm.
At this point, it's above us. Y'all figure this shit out because we did our
Mm-hmm.
voting. We
Yeah, we
we
did.
90 something percent of us
That is true.
voted the other way. So
That is true.
we this ain't got shit to do with us. And that's why a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't even know about the protest that happened because it still happened that day everywhere. But they don't know about it. Motherfuckers been protesting since Trump won. But it's
Yeah.
not all over the news because we not doing the protesting. If it was niggas doing that shit, it
Come
would have
on.
been martial law all up and through this
Come on.
motherfucker. Would have been on the news, Fox, CNN, like
Come
they're
on.
thugs and they're starting to. It's like that's why we
Mm-hmm.
all sitting the fuck down. Like we know
Tell
what
it.
y'all trying to do.
Tell it. Tell it.
Like
Yeah.
anyway.
That is true. All right, all right. So we got to wrap. We've been on this long. All right, so let me go ahead and jump into my article. I did. I did my word to the wise,
Yes,
and
sir. Yeah.
my word to the wise this month is about called jokes on you. This and
Yes.
I think this. I think I've had this happen to me before. A guy and his girlfriend is watching a wedding show or whatever, and in the middle of the show, the girlfriend was like, she jokingly but not jokingly says, "Well, if we ever get married, I'm not taking your last name." And he was like, "Well,
What?
that's fine because I ain't want to get married any damn way." And so now she's in her feelings. She's in her
Right.
feelings because she's like, "What are we?" I'm like, "Well, that's. I mean, he kind of told you, like,
We just
but yeah,
we
but and my advice to him was that like baby, he kind of told you what y'all was from the jump.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if y'all didn't have that conversation before y'all moved, they was together for 7 years. They've been living together for 5 years.
Mm.
If y'all never had that conversation about getting married one day, like me and my wife, when we moved in together, we had to have that conversation about if we're gonna get married one day, if this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, and I said I've been on that side before because that was a hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
that was a hard. It was a hard conversation because
Yeah,
like,
of
do I want
course,
to get
because it's
married?
not just a regular. That's life. Like even if you love the person, you have to take a second to think. Like, wait,
I
shit,
mean,
wait.
but at the same time, shit, your mind changed so much. You first get an idea, like, oh yeah, I would love us to get married. Then then a year or two down the line, like, God damn it, this nigga done got on my nerves.
Can't stand his
But
ass. Shit.
damn, right now I'm still.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that I told her she should have that conversation with him, a serious conversation, because
Mhm.
you started that, you started it.
Yeah.
If you should have a
Yeah.
real conversation and let him know that do you really feel like it? I said, do it on another day, not the same day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ask, how do you really feel about getting married? If he tells you that he's not into it for real, then
Mhm.
it's up to you if you want to stay or not. Because all you're gonna
Yeah,
do is
and
try
I
to
mean, don't
force
even
it.
just make it about that part too, but like also like where the fuck do you see us long term? Like we ain't got to do it next year. Shit, maybe a few years on the line, but like, what the fuck are we doing? Because I don't want to waste my shit.
Yeah,
I can't waste my time.
especially your good years. You don't waste your good years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I think, and
Fuck that.
they was like 20, they were like 26 or something like that. I'm like, yo,
Oh yeah,
no,
sis. You can, or shit. Fuck the conversation. Just go. You
uh,
26? Just get the fuck on.
yeah, man, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm gonna miss you, but
Yeah.
that was the conversation was. But I thought that was a crazy ass article I wrote.
Mhm.
Was
I
before that.
think it's interesting because motherfuckers do be watching. It's all these like love reality shows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like shit, one of my best friends, she like watching that shit. So I fuck around watch it with her sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of that, has makes people look at their own relationships when they're watching
Right.
it and being like, huh. And start to question their own shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
this is TV, not to say people's stories are, real or fake or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but take stock into what your relationship is. Are y'all
Mm-hmm.
even ready to be married? Does
Whew.
this look like something that you could actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you ready to be
Mm-hmm.
a wife? Is he ready
That
to be
part.
a husband?
That
Like,
part. Yeah, but I'm telling you, true. I'm telling you, I remember me and my ex one time. We had this thing where we would watch wedding movie TV shows all the damn time. We was watching what was TLC? TLC had a
all that
wedding.
shit.
Say yes to the dress. Say yes to the bridesmaid's dress.
Yeah.
And we was sitting there watching all these damn wedding shows. And I was like, damn, I think we gotta get married. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
We watching all
Yeah.
these damn wedding shows. But thank heavens that was
Yeah.
that didn't work out in the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah. No, not at all. It's
But yeah.
it's interesting. I think reality TV, quote unquote, can make people go
Come on.
crazy a little bit. I think,
Yeah. You know
especially if
what?
you
You know
watch
what?
a lot of that shit.
Right. But you
Like,
know, I think because you believe that you try to resonate with that with your real life. That's the problem. We try to
mhm.
resonate with our real life, and we want to be consumed with it. We like, and don't get me wrong, having a wedding is the funnest. The wedding is the funnest part. The
Yeah,
wedding is as a person that's married now, the wedding is the funnest part. The damn lead up to it, I want the fights that me and my wife had leading up to that goddamn wedding.
that's funny.
We, we wanted a divorce before we got married. Okay,
Yeah.
it was not fun.
Yeah, I've heard that before too, or just even the idea of cold feet and all that. Like,
Oh no,
it,
no, you
it
know,
happens.
you understand cold feet. Like the lead up to a damn wedding is not fun at all.
Damn.
Like, oh my god, I did not have fun. I did not have fun leading up. She's talking about
Yeah.
dramatic. No, she was crying the whole damn time. It was not.
I heard like a lot of times shit goes wrong too. Like
Oh,
that last like day or two, shit just start going. And it's
oh
like, what the
god.
fuck?
I think we me and my wife got in an argument during the wedding rehearsal. Like that was
Yeah, that sounds about that's crazy. But like,
I tell you, it was the worst. We had the best wedding. If you look at our wedding, we're like,
yeah,
oh, it was so beautiful. It's amazing. We
nigga, it was a
that
journey to get here. God damn it.
man. And then they wonder why I cry. Now I understand why guys be crying because we
Yeah,
so damn stressed out. So when it gets to
I done
wedding,
went through
it's
so
like,
much shit.
yo, she's like, oh my god,
Finally, yeah,
you
I can
finally
see that.
doing this shit like that guy.
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely
Oh,
see that,
I was crying
especially
like
if
a
it's like a
motherfucker. Man.
long engagement. I can see that.
No, that's the thing. With me and my wife didn't have a long engagement. I think we weren't even engaged a year before we got married. And no, we got engaged. We got engaged December 29th, 2020. We got married October 9th, 2021. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't when I say that when we had to plan a wedding under 10 months and during COVID, when I say
yeah.
that, oh my god, I want to fight if I could put I want to fight everybody. Oh
Yeah,
god.
I can imagine the stress of that, and then you also have kids, so you're still tending to raising children. Like,
Oh
yeah,
my god. It was
yeah,
oh my god.
that's
It
yeah.
was oh.
I a nigga better not ask me for the next like 10 years. I need some time.
Oh no, no, Troy's gonna happen to you next year, Troy.
That'd be
He gonna come
crazy.
up
Don't
to you
say
and say it next year.
that. It's just that is insane. I want to one day, but like
Well, hold on.
I
I'm
need
gonna
to
ask
be
you a
like,
question. Would
yeah.
you do because I'm asking because you know what I'm saying, would you do
Mhm.
a wedding or would you do like would you just get elope?
Uh, if I'm rich when it happens, then I want to do an event. I want to hold like if all this shit that popped off and I'm out here, yeah, I want this shit to be
But they're
an
gonna have
event.
matching tuxedos and shit.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna put my shit on fucking E channel or some shit like the wedding of Troy. Like, yeah,
Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the best person I think that's gay that had a great wedding. If you ever watched the Brat and
oh
Judy
yeah,
when they got
yeah.
married and the Brat had a wedding, they both had wedding dresses on, then hers turned to a
Yeah,
suit. And
that
I
shit
said,
was
look
sweet.
at that. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
cool.
She's the Brad. She's cool as fuck. But yeah, like I turn my shit into an event. I want to have trailers and shit, commercials. Y'all have to make sure y'all don't miss this.
Hey yo, it's gonna be on the next Upsurge issue, y'all. The
Hey,
whole
that's
cover
it.
gonna be his wedding photo.
That's it. That's literally it. That's crazy.
There you
That's hype
go.
though. But yeah, no. This one, like I said, was I think it was another. We just at this point we just kind of killing that shit. I've loved every issue for the most part, but I feel like every single next one, I'm like I fall deeper in love with doing this. Like
Yes,
hell
yes.
yeah. Um. So yeah, no, yeah. I can go
So
ahead and wrap this one.
we have our cover. We have a cover for May.
It's gonna be me because the person who reached out, they just wanted like they wanted just an article
Okay, okay.
versus the cover because I reread the email and I'm like, oh no, okay. So it's my birthday and I'm like, why not? May is my
Hey,
birthday. Like fuck it, it's
do
my
it, do it.
magazine. Like
I think
what? Fuck it.
unless okay, this is what we're gonna do for now. Unless somebody reach out for like pay for their cover. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
on our birthday month we should all do our own cover for our birthday months.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that. Like,
I've been
fuck it.
planning. I am planning my birthday cover. I
Hell
can't
yeah.
wait for my birthday cover. Like
Hell
I'm,
yeah.
and now that we do 2 covers, oh, I can't wait for this shit. I can't wait.
I'm telling you. Yeah,
My
fuck
birthday
yeah. Let's
cover
do
gonna be
that.
lit. My birthday
What month is
issue gonna be
yours?
lit.
Because we should
Uh,
like literally, like I'll send it like on our next meeting, our next meeting email or whatever.
yeah,
Like everybody send me our birthdays, so we can mark those months off
yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
So like next time somebody want one, like okay, you can pick these months. These is off limits,
Right,
sort
right,
of
right.
deal.
Yeah, because my birthday in
Um,
August. I'm like I got my
hey,
photos shoot ready for July. So when I tell
hey,
you that
okay,
I had the ideal I have in my head for my birthday covers is
hmm
gonna be like when I tell you when we get off the show. I have these
yeah,
ideas for my birthday shoot. For my covers,
hey,
my
okay,
issue. I can't wait for my issue.
fuck yeah,
I
okay.
can't wait for my issue.
But yeah, y'all, like if you haven't checked out Upsurge magazine yet, you tripping. And the podcast, we gonna do some more visual stuff, but like right now, like Eric was saying, we all kind of doing a bunch of shit, so sometimes it's a little difficult to keep up with some of it,
Yeah,
but we are getting better, and we appreciate all y'all love and support.
most definitely.
Check out our solo work as well as our group work. Love Journal, Man of Horror, Random Thoughts with Eric G. And it is definitely Random Thoughts. I've been on about 8 times, probably more than that. And it's it's a time.
It,
So definitely,
it's never the same show.
yeah, for real. But check out Successful Toy and check out Enlightened Idiots, which is Amron's show as well. With
Yeah.
well, shit, it'd be like 8 motherfuckers on there sometimes.
You know
It
what?
could be.
Let me tell y'all, we're gonna hog tie Amron ass for a cheer, and she's gonna be on the next episode of
She is.
damn Upsurge the podcast.
I ain't playing with her ass no more, no more. God damn it! But
Amron has not did a podcast yet. We're gonna put Amron
and that's why I
on
started making them at night. Cause she's like, well, I work for the most part. I think she get off at like 6 or 7. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's aim for like 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. Just like, all right now.
You know what?
God damn
You
it.
know what? Because Amron live in the same town that they made centers at. So we didn't need to go down there.
We need to check on her actually. Maybe we should check on her.
We didn't need to check on Amron.
But no, man. Make sure y'all follow the Instagram page for the pod as well as the YouTube page, Upsurge Mag LLC. Like I said, check out all of our solo work, and power to the people.
Let me tell y'all. Get ready for one of greatness. Get ready for greatness, y'all. Upsurge magazine is finna kick off something big. I cannot wait for us to turn it up a notch. When I say, I'm gonna tell y'all, we're gonna one day. I'm gonna say it now. We're gonna do a live like Upsurge magazine like podcast.
Yes.
I've been saying it from jump. We're gonna do a live. We're gonna do it one day. I would love for us to do a live, like in person, like Upsurge podcast. I would love that.
That'd be crazy.
I
Hell
would
yeah.
love that.
Upsurge tour.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Live tour. Hell yeah.
But yo, the magazine is getting bigger and better every issue. We are working out. We are becoming journalists. We are really doing a great job with it. And y'all keep sending in your request to be on the magazine, your request to be in the magazine, showcase your poetry, showcase your art. I am the art director. So go ahead and send me your art. Showcase everything you can because Upsurge magazine is finna take off. Get ready.
Yeah. Shit, it's taking off.
Yeah,
Okay, it's taking off. We ain't even gonna say it's fitting. It is. God damn it. But no, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we will be back in about 2 weeks. Cause now we doing this shit 2 episodes. Like, fuck it. We got to do it.
Do it, man.
Hey, all right.